Hello everyone, I'm Deadlydill Gaming and welcome to this week's episode of Gaming News. It's been a while, so let's dive right into it. This week's news includes Apex Season 17, Call of Duty woes, Kick vs Twitch, Jedi Survivor and Star Wars games that could have been, and where the heck is GTA and Elder Scrolls 6? Before we get into any of that, let's hear a word from our sponsors. This week's sponsor is My Beard. Probably the most glorious thing you've seen in your entire life. Magnificent, luscious, and ginger. I even grew it myself. Took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and probably the genes that the Lord gave me. And I'm not talking about denim. Well, without further ado, let's hop into this week's top stories. In Apex news this week, Season 17 is set to release in a couple weeks, and players are really excited about the much-needed changes this season. From weapon mastery, which is one thing that Call of Duty actually did right, to finally changing the rank system, which we all know needed to happen. Along with those updates, they're actually adding an update to World's Edge, which I don't see what you can do about that because 90% of the map is already covered in lava and destroyed. Much like my house when my kids decide to take all the toys out, dump them all over the place right after we just got done cleaning them up. It's awesome. Along with all these updates, after a season of not adding a legend, Apex is finally adding a new legend to the lineup. Earlier this week, Apex introduced a new legend named Ballistic, who looks like Colonel Sanders if he went to the gym 7 days a week and actually had a good haircut. You're not gonna see any fried chicken on this dude's plate. Overall, these new updates are finger looking good.
Why are you the way that you are?
But still no fix on the audio issues. But who cares? Everyone loves getting snuck up on by a 3-stack and getting wiped in 3 seconds. And in Call of Duty news, to be honest, I have no words. Time and time again, they're promised something amazing, yet to be let down continually. But even after all that, they just keep playing and playing and playing. It's almost like every Call of Duty player enjoys being frustrated at life. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Charlie Brown, that every time he was about ready to kick the football, Lucy would move it and he would fall on his back. Yet to keep doing it over and over and over again, knowing that Lucy every single time was gonna move the ball. And then afterwards, Lucy would charge Charlie Brown for therapy after what she just did to him. See a similarity? Like Call of Duty releases stuff in the store that you can buy and keeps putting out crap updates and people get mad. At least they put Shredder in the game, right? I mean, that's awesome. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh man, I don't even know what to say anymore. But believe it or not, there are some people that actually think the game is amazing. We call those people weird.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Just kidding. If you love the game, keep playing it. I mean, as long as it brings you happiness, and I don't see how it can, but keep having fun, dying to cheaters and, you know, buying stuff from the store. I'm sure we're gonna hear something even crazier next week. In streaming news this week, and you're gonna get a kick out of this, new streaming platform Kick over the past month has gained massive popularity as a streaming service, which has caused Twitch streamers in droves to leave Twitch and come over to Kick. A big reason is the 95-5 sub split that all streamers are gonna be getting on the platform and open communication with Kick CEO, Eddie. I don't know his last name, so we're just gonna call him Eddie. All these are really big reasons why people think that Kick is going to be a real threat and competition to Twitch. And with all of this going on, what has Twitch done? Number one, have kept the sub revenue still 50-50. Number two, have taken away all discounts for Twitch partners to TwitchCon and other events, and banned a creator who made them hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past few months. And to be honest, it doesn't surprise me. You know why? Because we still have no idea why Dr. Disrespect got banned on Twitch. And now him? Kai? Crazy. I don't even understand. I mean, I think that Twitch is doing amazing things. At least Twitch is still offering ad incentives. Only stream for 125 hours and get $20. Sounds like a bargain to me. We'll see how Twitch kicks themselves next time. And in Star Wars gaming news, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, the very anticipated sequel of Jedi Fallen Order, is set to release this week. And Star Wars fans could not be happier to finally have another Star Wars game that's actually good. The game continues the story of Jedi Knight Cal Kestis and the ever-growing hostile environment of the Galactic Empire. Much like my house when all 3 of my children are screaming and throwing a tantrum at the same time. Talk about a hostile environment. Honestly, I'm just glad that we're finally getting another good Star Wars game. Because let's be honest, EA's Battlefront 1 and 2 were complete garbage, and the Star Wars Old Republic MMO is only good for its cinematic trailers. The lightsaber fighting in those trailers are better than episodes 7, 8, and 9 combined. However, if you really enjoyed those games, I'm happy for you. But also, my heart hurts at the same same time. Speaking of Star Wars Battlefront, earlier this week, IGN released a quote from former Battlefront 2 dev, the original Battlefront 2, the good Battlefront 2, about how Star Wars Battlefront 3 was 99% complete before they decided to axe it. I don't know about you, but when I heard that, I was more depressed than a Call of Duty player. More depressed than when a kid's parents tells him he can't buy any more V-Bucks on Fortnite. More depressed than a Browns fan at the end of every NFL season.
How dare you!
Basically, I curled up in a fetal position crying for my mom, who wouldn't have come anyway because she's not around. And now I need to go to therapy again.
Fake laugh, hiding real pain.
Imagine being one of the biggest franchises in history and we can't even get good games about it. That's crazy to me. Hopefully something does happen now that EA is not the only one who can make Star Wars games again. And to finish off this week's episode of Gaming News, we still have no idea when Elder Scrolls or GTA 6 is coming out. We've heard announcements and we've heard rumors, but there's just no progress at all. But you better believe we'll see a re-release of Skyrim here soon. And I have no idea anything about GTA, so don't hold your breath. It's probably gonna be like 2035 before we see any more news about that. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Gaming News. Make sure if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for future video notifications, and might as well just like the video anyway, because you already know it was a banger. I'm Deadlydill Gaming. Roses are red, violets are blue, and if you're a Call of Duty player, you're probably crying. Boo-hoo. We'll see you next time.